If you're looking to pack on dense muscle tissue and add quality mass to your frame, you need to follow specific dietary guidelines. These guidelines include consuming enough high-quality protein, eating the right calories to optimize muscle growth without excess fat gain, and eating nutrient-dense food to stay healthy. To make following these guidelines easy, there are specific foods every man should consider including in their diet. To be clear, these are not superfoods and there's nothing magical about them. However, they do an excellent job of checking the boxes we mentioned earlier, being high protein, having a good amount of volume for their caloric value, and being nutrient-dense. We'll mention alternatives for those of you who do not consume animal products, but for the most part, these will be top-quality foods lifters have been eating for centuries to level up their gains. Number 1. Whey or vegan protein powder. The first on the list is a whey protein or plant-based alternative. Some of you may be thinking protein powder isn't a food, but keep in mind that these protein powders are derived from natural foods like milk, soy, or peas, depending on which supplement you choose. One of the biggest struggles most lifters have in the fast-paced society we live in today is consistently eating enough protein from whole foods. And the keyword is consistent, meaning it's measured, tracked, and more often than not, hitting the protein goal recommended by scientists. Literature recommended daily protein intakes are body mass specific, which means heavier athletes will require more protein than lighter athletes at each meal to fulfill their daily requirements. So the bigger you are, the more protein you need to consume. This 2018 paper by Stokes and others that looked at dietary protein's role in promoting muscle hypertrophy with resistance training suggested a protein intake of between 0.72 to 1 gram of protein per day per pound of body weight to maximize muscle growth with resistance training. Let's err on the side of caution and use 0.8 grams as a target. If a lifter is 220 pounds, his protein requirement would be 176 grams of protein divided by 4 meals, which is 45 grams of protein per meal. So unless you have large amounts of protein at each meal, which can also be expensive, 2 scoops of protein are convenient for you to up your protein intake. Number 2. Eggs. Next on the list is eggs and egg whites. Whole eggs have one of the lowest costs to nutrient density of all foods, meaning you pay a lot less for the amount of protein and healthy nutrients in an egg than many other foods. The yolk also contains healthy fats, which help support testosterone levels in natural lifters. Another significant benefit of eggs is that you can separate the yolk from the whites. Contrary to popular belief, protein is contained in both the yolk and the white, but the white is more concentrated with protein. So if you're looking to reduce total calorie intake but need to keep protein intake high, you have the option of consuming more of the white than the yolk. Number 3. Oatmeal. Next on the list is oatmeal. And if you've heard that carbohydrates are bad for you or make you fat, just know that it's fake news. Bodybuilders who engage in high-intensity lifting tap into their glycogen stores for energy. Glycogen is stored in both the liver and in muscle themselves to a minor degree. If you are carb adapted, which means your body is used to converting carbs for fuel, which most people are, your body will convert carbs as your fuel source. Oats are a great source of fiber and nutrients like manganese, phosphorus, magnesium, copper, iron, zinc, and vitamin B. They're also fast to make, satiating, and mixed with protein powder, make them a well-rounded muscle-building meal. Turkey breast. Turkey breast is next on the list because it's one of the leanest protein sources on the planet. Let's compare turkey breast to a few other types of meat. 100 grams of turkey breast has 30.1 grams of protein at 135 calories. It has 0 carbs and only 0.7 grams of fat. That is practically all protein. Chicken breast, which is almost every bodybuilder's go-to meat, has 23.1 grams of protein, 0 carbs and 1.2 grams of fat with total calories of 110. As you can see, at the same amount, turkey breast is an even leaner source of protein than chicken breast. The difference is even more significant with fattier meats like ground beef and steak. So if you're on a cut or want to reserve calories for other carbs and fats you enjoy having in your diet, including turkey breast into your diet is a great choice. Number 5. Lentils. Next are lentils and other legumes. This isn't only for our plant-based lifters. If you want a way to increase your protein intake while adding healthy fiber, consider swapping some of your carbs like rice and bread for lentils. 100 grams of cooked rice contains 28.2 carbs and 2.7 grams of protein. On the other hand, 100 grams of lentils have 20.1 grams of carbs and 9 grams of protein. Also, lentils contain 6 more grams of fiber compared to rice. Plant-based lifters are likely to consume lentils in their diet for their protein content and other high-protein foods like tofu. Consider swapping your carb-based food for lentils if you need more fiber or just want more variety. Number 6. Sweet potato. Next on the list of foods every man should eat. Sweet potatoes. Like all potatoes, sweet potatoes are voluminous, meaning there's a lot of food content for the number of calories they contain. The opposite would be calorie dense, meaning there are many calories in a small amount of food. This is the case with many desserts where only a few bites can have hundreds of calories. Sweet potatoes as a natural whole food also have antioxidant properties. However, 100 grams of sweet potatoes contains 90 calories and 20 grams of carbs. If you enjoy French fries, cutting these up and baking them in a pan or putting them in an air fryer is a similar but much healthier alternative if you're short on time. Sweet potatoes are also great to make in bulk and have them as a side throughout the week as part of your meal prep. Number 7. Greek yogurt. Feel like having a snack but want to have an entire meal? Next on our list is Greek yogurt for its high protein content and because you can spice it up in so many ways. Of course, we'd recommend the reduced sugar option. 100 grams of Greek yogurt contains 10.6 grams of protein and only 2.8 grams of carbs. A nice bowl of Greek yogurt is around 200 grams and gives you a total of 21 grams of protein. You can flavor your Greek yogurt with cinnamon, honey, blackberries, strawberries and bananas. This is an excellent snack between meals or before a morning workout when you don't want to overeat. Have you ever tried mixing your favorite protein powder with Greek yogurt? Not only does it add protein, but it gives it a pudding-like texture that you can eat directly or put on top of a rice cake with berries. Number 8. Spinach. Next on our list is spinach. Depending on how old you are, you might remember Popeye the Sailor Man eating tons of spinach and having massive forearms. Unfortunately, there isn't research showing that spinach directly helps your gains, but there are other health and recovery benefits. This 2014 study discusses the antioxidative benefits of spinach on exercise-induced oxidative stress and muscle damage. Spinach is loaded with nutrients and is ultra low on calories. If you want to be in the iron game for a long time, staying healthy and having high energy needs to be on the top of your list, along with lifting and eating enough protein. Number 9. Avocado. Want to maintain healthy hormone levels to build muscles? It's essential to keep your healthy fats up, and that's why we're adding avocados to the list. This 2004 study examined the relationship between dietary intake and anabolic hormone concentrations of testosterone, free testosterone, and growth hormone. Subjects were examined at rest and after the heavy resistance exercise in 8 strength athletes and 10 physically active non-athletes. The results suggested the possible role of diet leading to alterations in serum testosterone and free testosterone during prolonged strength training, and that diets with low fat or excessive protein may compromise the anabolic hormonal environment over a training program. Other healthy fats like oils, fish, and nuts play a role in naturally supporting testosterone levels in lifters. Ensure that at least 20% of your calories come from good fats to keep your testosterone levels at a healthy level. Number 10. Beef jerky. Let's be honest, a big part of the reason people slip up on their diet is that they don't have convenient access to healthy food all the time, so they end up going through an easy fast food drive-through window to get something quick. So what do you do when healthy foods aren't an option? Here's our suggestion. Next time you pull over for gas, grab some beef jerky. If you're on the road, you'll quickly hit 30 to 40 grams of protein with a large enough pack, and you can get simple carbs from a fruit drink like orange juice. There are no special or magic foods that will give you your dream physique, but foods can make it a lot easier to hit your nutrition targets. You should aim to eat a variety of food to diversify your nutrient intake, but the 10 foods we mentioned in this video will hit the target of being high protein, moderate in calories and nutrient dense. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give the video a thumbs up as it'll truly help out the channel. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more videos. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next one.